If you think reselling is all quick cash and easy flips, think again. My journey's had some serious highs and a few humbling lows. Here's what I've learned so far. Hey, I'm Dixie Flipper. Welcome to my channel. When I first started reselling, I thought it'd be simple: buy low, sell high, repeat. Spoiler alert, it's way more of a roller coaster than that. From scoring that dream thrift store haul to listings that sat for months collecting dust, I've felt the rush of a big sale and the sting of rookie mistakes. I've learned how to spot hidden gems, negotiate like a pro, and yes, how to handle the flops without giving up. This channel isn't just about showing off the wins. It's about the hustle, the lessons, and keeping it real about what reselling is like day to day. Whether you're a seasoned seller or just curious, you'll find tips, motivation, and some honest laughs right here. So if you're ready for a behind-the-scenes look at the reselling life, stick around, hit subscribe, and join me on this wild ride. Let's flip the script on what success really looks like.
Hey guys, my name is Michael, Dixie Flipper. Sorry it's been so off and on. My wife just had surgery, so I've been helping her with recovery and with taking care of the kids and that. So that's it. A couple of things. I have started a new plan. I am trying out, hold on, let me pull it up. Car Dealer Pro. Now I have a bunch of cards, baseball cards, soccer cards, football, non-sports, a lot. And so I am trying out this program. Excuse me, don't know why I'm not signed in. There we go. All right, so we're gonna try Car Dealer Pro. Now, if you don't know what this is, it's for specifically trading cards, sports cards, and that. They give you a certain amount of listings, you upload the photos, and then they make it by AI a listing for you in eBay. Or they have a couple other, Spotify, or Shopify, not Spotify, is one of them I know for sure. So, I decided to do it. I wanted to see if this really worked. So I signed up just for their 500 listings a month for $9.61 for those 500. Now, if you take that and divide it between them, if I can pull a calculator out really quick, there we go. So $9.61 a month divided by 500. There we go. That would be roughly 19 cents a listing, give or take, on there. So I wanted to see if it works. So far this month, I have done 102 listings through it on there, and I've gotten 2 sales, which I thought was pretty cool. And so as we go through this, I will tell you the sell, but if it's on that listing that I have used Car Pro, I will let you, I have 2, I made a spreadsheet. We'll see if I'm in the profit right now, if I'm not, and we'll go from there. All right, so the first one that it is actually one of the 2 cards. Give me one moment. Okay, so let me grab it really quick. Not in there. All right, it's right under everything. All right, so this is a Jacob Markin. I don't know how you pronounce that last name. Card Prism on there. It's silver if you can't tell. On there, bought it for 26 cents. Sold it for $7.69 plus the shipping on top of it, which was $1.12 on there. We're gonna go ahead and get this packed up. It did get sold by the standard envelope program, so it's a pretty easy one. I go ahead, grab this, grab one of these top loaders, put it in there, grab that, grab some Scotch tape, painter's tape to just close off the top of it so it doesn't slide out. And then I just use the packing slip as my guide there. So that's all in one, then put it in a standard envelope. Now, I've never been charged more than what it is. I do these in a 10 by 5 by 1 inch envelope. Never had anyone complain that the card got there damaged. Of course, on the standard envelope program, you gotta remember the card value can't be higher than $20. And I would think if it's that high, you know, you would want some tracking on it. Now this does come with tracking, but it's eBay's tracking, the tracking number the customer gets. If they go to USPS website, it will not pull anything up. If they click in it through their eBay account, then it pulls something. It gets tracked, I believe, every time it hits a station or something, and it just is very limited tracking. It's not like a tracking that you would get if you're doing it by the regular one. So here it is, like that, and then I go on right in here, 10 by 7 or 10 by 5 by 1. I double check my weight. It should be less than an ounce. Yep, so 1 ounce. Go ahead, 69 cents is what that cost me on there. Next one is a cassette on there right here. It is current deal, yeah, all the way Dream of Songs right there. These pretty easy. Just take my scissors, cut the bottom part of their packing slip off, because this is going into a padded mailer, and that I didn't tell you what it sold for. $4 plus shipping on top of that. Normally it's just a standard, like a standard ground shipping, so probably cost me around $4.50, $5 at the most on it, so not too bad. But yeah, so I just take these two, put it into a padded envelope, and we get going. Now guys, I do want to talk a little bit, I'm sure everyone else has, because I've been seeing it on YouTube, about AI. I mean, what do you guys think? Some people are saying that it will destroy reselling, it's not worth it, that it will cause a lot of problems. Now, I use AI, obviously through the experiment with Car Dealer Pro. I also use it in my normal listings as well, either by Chat GPT or the Google one on that side. Now, they have said that, some people have said, well, they won't give you the right listing, or they won't give you the right details. And I'll admit to that. Guys, let's push you over a little bit more. There we go. I'll admit to that. There's been some listings that ChatGPT and them have given me where I'm like, this doesn't make any sense on there. And you definitely have to make sure you're reviewing those listings, you know, every time you do it. So, I don't know. Now guys, this is interesting. This, everything, 3 ounces, you know, not very big. $4.63 for media, or I can do Ground Advantage for $3.98. I charge $5.99 flat rate shipping on all media. Now, no, that means they bought 10 cassettes, or 5 cassettes and 5 DVDs. That still will all be $5.99 in the shipping. So, this, because it's one piece, actually is saving me some money, as well as making a little bit off of the shipping part. So, interesting. But yeah, so I will admit, even with the Car Dealer Pro, when I do the listings through them, it seems like it's not always accurate, you know? So do we just say phooey on AI, or do we try it out, or what? Me personally, if it helps me get the listings out there, helps me make sure I'm talking about the right thing, I'm willing to give it a shot. Prime example, Car Dealer Pro. I'm not a big sports card or any kind of trading card expert at all. So Car Dealer Pro, to be able to upload the photos, have them tell me what it is, and then of course I double check it, helps a lot. So I think that's awesome. Right, next one is Bruce Springsteen's The River 2 disc CD, like new condition, sold for $4. I have 10 cents into it. So yeah, so I don't know. I think it's well worth it. At least try it. You definitely do have to be careful with how they do the listings and all that, because they may be wrong, you know, and as the seller, we do have a responsibility to ensure that the listings are correct, you know, and that. So, all right. But yeah, so Bruce Springsteen, here, just pad envelope, some tape on it. I mean, I've never had reports of, I do get my pad mailers through GyroPack on here. I've never had an instance where someone told me that they got their CD or DVD out of their package on it. So I trust the glue, but not enough to say, okay, I'm just going to leave that on there without putting a little piece of tape on it. Okay, so again, media is $4.63 and ground will be $4.84. So I would go with media and keep it that way on that side. Okay, going out to, I'm not sure, might be going, where do you locate, Clifford? Give me one moment. Order details. Out. It says in the US. The address just doesn't seem, well, maybe Rhode Island. There we are. Alright. So, Clifford, thank you if you're watching, which I really highly doubt you are. But thank you for the order. Alright, next one. It's a DVD. There we go. Okay. This is a classic horror movie pack. The Bob, Friday Night, the Seventh Sign DVD. There, Iron from Texas bought for $5, so I appreciate that. Same idea. These I normally just stick the packing slip in the DVD case so that nothing rattles around, and they have an idea what they bought and what they bought for. 13 minutes in, there we go. So yeah, guys, just a thought. I've been playing James, of course, and Josh. I'm sure you guys seen it. The videos talking about Easy Lister. I've been playing around with the idea. It would definitely help me out with DVDs and CDs quite a bit on that side. But I don't know how I feel about it. It's still 69 something for, I think they said 10,000, if I'm not wrong. If I am, tell me. I make mistakes. But I don't know. I mean, I'm on the fence about it. That's why I wanted to do with the Car Dealer Pro. On their side, I wanted to see how that worked out and see if Car Dealer Pro, if it was worth it on that side. If I see positive off of it, which so far I have, I think I'm going to wait and see how it goes and then see and get on. Now I do know they've talked about 414 on this one. How that on the first day, they're making all listing free, and then after that you get 10 listings free, and then you have to pay. I'm definitely going to try to take advantage of the day that it starts, as well as the free 10 listings to see how it does, and we'll just have to work from there. A lot of it will be based on how everything's going. I won't lie. Business hasn't been the greatest. I've been able to make my bills, but not a whole lot extra. So we'll just have to see how things go. Next one is a CD. It is here. It's Stars and Stripes, America's Greatest Hits, 2-disc. Now, I want your opinion, guys. I get this. They bought it. Today is the 28th, June 28th. They sent me this message with it. Our American Legion Post is having a birthday celebration on Saturday on July 6th. Please expend shipping, so we will have it there by the 5th. Now guys, my dad was in the military. I know what the American Legion Post is, and I have great respect for our military. I do. I think they deserve everything they get from us, from taxpayers, their benefits, and our respect. But this person paid the $5.99. Now I have no problem sending it around if it's not going over that $5.99. But would you pay extra postage that the seller didn't pay just to make sure? I mean, the 6th is, I believe it's Friday, or the 5th is Saturday. If you wanted it by Saturday, you should have ordered it a couple days earlier than you did now. And I could guarantee you it would get there on time. So this is what I did. I just sent an email back, or a message back to them saying thank you for the purchase, obviously. You selected media mail. I will be shipping tonight, right now. But I cannot guarantee that it's going to make it there on time. On there, I did give them the opportunity to cancel if they feel like they needed to, and they haven't responded back to me. So I will send it ground. It's cheaper. Hopefully it'll get there on time. But would you pay extra postage? I can't. Even though it is for a worthy cause, and trust me, the American Legion posts are a worthy cause. If you have one in your area and you can support them, by all means do it. But I am a business owner. I cannot just say, hey, I'll spend my money to make sure it gets there. Because right now it costs me $4.33, which is within the $5.99. But say I wanted to send it priority, which would get there by the 5th, $10.21. So I would spend $4 and some odd cents more to make sure it gets there. Priority flat rate, how much it gonna sell, would be $23.95 on there. So I can't. I mean, I would love to if I was selling 100 orders a day, I would have no problem with it. I don't. I have 10 orders, 11 orders. I have 11 orders today, and then a couple that I couldn't fulfill today because they came in too late. So I don't know. We'll see how they respond. Hopefully, Cassie, if you're listening, I hope the party goes well. I hope this makes it to you on time. Sorry I couldn't accommodate your request, but thank you again for the order. And thank you for the service. I don't know if you're a veteran. If you are, you're married to one. Either way, you served. Like I said, my dad was in the military in Vietnam. So my mom, he's passed away in 2015 from cancer. And so I get it. I hope you have a great day. And, thank you for your service, or thank you for the service of your husband or son or whoever. So, all right. I made a sale, guys. Woo! All right. Another CD is going out. The one I think. Okay. This one I let go. It's been in the store forever. And there goes my Wreck-It Ralph. There it is. It's East Colburn, About to Get Real. Brand new, sealed, still in the packaging. Someone sent me an offer for $5. This was earlier in the week, or earlier like Friday or Saturday. I was just trying to get sales to go, so I accepted it. It is actually going out to AR. What is AR? Arkansas? Is AR Arkansas? I think it is. But going out to Arkansas for Timmy. Thanks for your order. This will be coming out to you. You should have it here in a couple of days. All right, guys. So anything else? I mean, I don't know. Reselling lately has been kind of, if it will last or will not, right? Especially how the economy's going. Okay. All right, 4 ounces. Okay. So $4.63 for media, $4.25 for on ground on this one. All right. Timmy, thank you for your order. All right. Next one's another CD on there. It is a disc only. It is Relax Train CD. They're disc only. On that side, these I handle a little differently. I use these envelopes from eBay. It's just a cardboard envelope. It gives it a little bit more protection as it goes through, so that nothing gets damaged or anything like that. So I normally do it with these instead of the padded, because there's no fuel case or anything going with them. It's just a plastic sleeve for the CD itself, and in this case the front artwork, and that's it. So I put a piece of tape over it. Again, never had a complaint that anything popped open or anything like that. They got and it wasn't in there, but I'd rather be safe than sorry and have someone get something that and they don't have it. Now, I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm sure it has, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happens to me here, but so far it hasn't. So, okay. So, going ground again, wins out. Going over to New York. Norman, appreciate the sale. All right. There we go, Norman. Hey, next one is this big one. Instant Immersion Italian. This, it has CDs in it. Now this one I've been debating on how to ship it, but I think I'm gonna see if we can ship it in one of these. It'll fit. I don't know if it will, and no, it will not. Of course it won't. Okay, well, the only other option is I can use these bigger padded ones. I can go into, or a box, but box will add weight. They did only pay $5.99 shipping on this, and they paid $9 in all, or $9 for the product itself. It'll fit in there, perfect. And it's going out to Virginia, to Darlin, or Diana, D-A-N-A. You tell me how to pronounce that. There, I mean, I don't think it will damage it on there any, so I think we're good. All right, hold it a little bit more padding protection on it to secure it. Perfect. All right. So, okay. So, I'm going to do it this way. Do that one. So, 13 by 10, 3 weight on it. 12 ounces even. Let's see. Now this, in this case, media mail wins out. 463 for media compared to the 580 for the ground advantage. I'll send it out that way. M-N-A Dara, I believe that's how you pronounce. Thank you for the order. Hope you learn how to speak Italian, and I hope it's for a trip. If you're going to Italy or something, be awesome. All right, another CD going out. So a lot of media today. This is for Street Corner Symphony Volume 2 Santan. I don't know how you pronounce it. For $11.19 plus shipping on top of it on there, which is nice. Through these again. Another question, guys. So I sent out a CD. This was a couple months, or no, probably a week ago, or a couple weeks ago. First thing I get was a return request. Ordered by mistake. Okay, fine. You know, I still don't understand why people put that. Be honest, if you ordered it and realized it wasn't the one that you wanted, to say, hey, I made a mistake. So I waited. Now all of a sudden, the day that the return needed to be sent back, this probably was a month ago, sorry. The buyer closes it on their side. Okay, fine, that's cool. Must have liked it, you know. Well, then I get a message from the buyer. Is this a copy? Now, you guys know, 451 ground advantage. Perfect. This is going out to Arkansas again for fan. Thank you. But so he sends out, asks me if it's a copy. I said no. Now, if you ever sell on eBay, they do not allow you to sell copies or duplicates, you know, on eBay. I feel like, I don't know if this guy was trying to do an item ad or anything like that. I don't know. But I just thought it was very fishy and strange, you know, that this guy was. So I went ahead. I said no. I also told him if he want to return, go ahead and reopen it. I'll accept it. He said no. He's like, I'm happy, and he ended it. That's where it ended. But I just thought it was very fishy for him to ask that question, to see if I would, you know, give myself away. So I don't know. All right, this one is another card sold. It is a Vic's Wilfork on there. This is a 166 out of 650 card on there. This one I listed today, actually, so I don't know if I listed too low. The guy bought for $10 flat with the shipping, but it is ground advantage shipping that he chose. Most of my cards, if they're $1 or, you know, or less than 20 bucks, I normally send them through the envelope system. This one I thought I put for like 25 bucks. Apparently I didn't. I made a mistake and changed it over to ground. Apparently he didn't care. He still ordered it. Print it through with a top loader still as I drop it. So 10 bucks plus the shipping on top, which is saying $4.51 right now. And I'm using one of these millers again on that side. So there we go. I'm closing it up. Almost done, my friends. We're almost done. All right. So got that. This is a 8.6, 2 ounces. So $4.51 still on that side. Now, like I said, I'm tracking. I didn't have anything. I had everything except for the shipping cost. So let me plug that in really quick. I say 51. Now, of course, this is a negative. Okay, so I spent, so just give you a breakdown, 26 cents on the card. They paid $15.56 total. Now, I didn't give them any discounts. Transaction fees was $2.40, and then shipping cost was $4.51. Let me pull out my calculator. There, just have that back up. Calculator. Okay, so move this over. So 15.656 minus my cost, which was 26 cents, 6 cents, and no discounts were given. Minus the transaction fee of $2.40, and then minus the $4.51. So total profit on this would be $8.39. And then, so $4.59. All right, so here's the gist of things, guys. So that card, I made $8.39. The card that I showed you earlier, after everything, I made $5.81 in profit. Now I spent $9.61 for the monthly fee for the 500 listings. With the 2M profit, I'm in the net. I've made profit after paying that fee off of $4.59. I'm really happy with that. It means I'm going in the right direction. Hopefully this keeps up with cards. I'm going to try my best to keep up with it, at least doing 15 cards a day, if not more, until I run out of the 500. And then we'll go back. So I'm happy with that. Let me get this out. Kevin bought the card. I appreciate that, Kevin C. So Kevin, it's on its way. Thank you again for the order. Come back. I'm going to load more cards up, especially sports, and some, I think, pretty cool non-sports cards as well. So, all right. Now, the last one are some Disney Infinities figures, Wreck-It Ralph and Viola. Yeah, these two guys right there. Someone came in and bought both of those for $11.19. Now these I normally do it by $5 because they'll fit in there nicely with some wrapping and things won't bounce around. So there we go. All right, box done. Put the bottom of the box in there. Pick her up. We moved, guys, like I said last time. Have all the bubble wrap that my wife used to pack her things with, and since she's done, I had her keep it so I can use it to pack my orders on that side. So it worked nicely. Do shake test, nothing to move. I wasn't even worried about it. Moved a little bit, but I didn't. Put the tape on there, perfect. So for this 5 by 5, and the weight on it will be 9 ounces, 531. And it's going over to Emela. I don't know. I'm not even going to try to pronounce, man. I'm sorry. But thank you for the order. I appreciate it. And it's going over to West Virginia, West Arkansas. Oh, somewhere out that way. So, for you right there. All right. So we got that. Let me go ahead and purchase all the labels. So labels today will be $45.92 in all. On that side from eBay. I do eBay labeling just because it's a lot more easier to do it that way than to do it any other way, honestly. There it goes. For a minute there I was like, are you stuck? Okay, all right. Okay, printing the labels right now. All right, I did want to show you guys, kind of tell you what my numbers were for the month on there. So give me a moment, let me pull those up. All right. So, like I said, last month and this month hasn't been the greatest for me. It seems sales have slipped down on there, but we can go to what we've been doing. So this month, I've had $905 in profit, $905 in profit and 73 cents. Average sale price was $11.06, and my sell-through rate's been hovering around 15% on that side. Give me current year. Well, let's see. Let me tell you what last month was and kind of give you a comparison. So May from the 1st to the 31st. So last month was better. Last month I did $1,000, just over $1,000, $1,049.42. Average sale price was $13.19. Excuse me, and my sell-through rate was 23% on that. So it has gone down compared to last month. I think it would be the same if I showed the month before, May, and so forth. So I'm hoping it's not a trend. I'm going to, like I said, we're going to work hard on those cards and see if that will help boost some sales, as well as working through everything else. I think we're going through summer, so things are going to slow down a little bit, as well as the economy is just not the greatest going on right now either. So, you know, it's kind of a catch-22, but that isn't going to stop me I'm going to continue working hard, and as my wife gets better from her surgery, that'll just give me more time to work through it and work on those things. So go ahead and put those on there. Now, the software I'm using to tell you what my numbers are, it's a My Reseller Genie on that side. I will recommend it. I mean, it tracks not only my eBay sales, but any kind of Mercari sale, Poshmark, any third party or other app than eBay, other platform than eBay has. So I would recommend it. It helps me keep my numbers straight, and when tax time comes, help my accountant make sure that I get the biggest return that I can, that I'm entitled to. So let's see when that comes. All right, guys. Well, that's all I have. I want to thank you for hanging out with me in my garage as I do my orders. I hope everything goes well for you guys this week and this month. Q3 is ending. We're on to Q4. I believe we're on to Q4. Are we ending on Q2? Oh my gosh. Hold on, okay, so we're ending Q2, going on Q3. I hope you guys are doing well. If there's anything that I can do, go and reach out. I can't do much, but if you just need someone to talk to, I'm here. Other than that, you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you for hanging out, and take care. Bye.
Relive the essence of yesteryear and amplify your collection with Dixie Flipper's expertly curated inventory on eBay. From sought-after VHS classics and rare music CDs to vintage board games and exclusive Disney Infinity sets, each item is meticulously sourced for authenticity and condition. Take advantage of timely 30% discounts on select merchandise. Elevate your archive today. Visit Dixie Flipper's eBay store and secure your piece of popular culture before these prized finds disappear.